Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. Counts, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
And now the breakaway. Cafu. That looks a good ball through. Rijkaard. Pelé. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pelé. Oh, well measured. Mbappe! Mbappe! He's delivered all right! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
South Korea finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Pelé really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Zanetti. And it's Rijkaard. And it's Count. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mateus. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. It's Gerrard! Cafu. Cafu plays it in, and he was alert to it. Gullit looking for the chance to skim one in from range. South Korea are behind here despite their domination of possession.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cafu, he's picked his way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Delivered with swing. Oh, such a clever touch. Cafu. Getting up there! And that's a sharp finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
True Bangkok United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Gerrard. Great ball, and he's in here! Rui Costa.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pelé. Rijkaard. And here's Count. Count! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short, and this is Pelé. There's the shot! Goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
It's Counts! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Nesta is there to clear.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And here's Cantona. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Messi. It's Rui Costa. No, he's just misjudged that one. He's had it taken off him. Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's the end of the first 45. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we are back on the way.
South Korea really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he's managed to get free. Nesta gets across and deals with it. Pele. That's a little off target. Desai. Cruyff. Of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. That's beautifully weighted. Counts. Chance! It's a goal! And on this day, when he celebrates his 200th appearance, a memorable moment. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
That's a good ball. Messi currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pele! Goal! Republic of Korea! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Substitution for South Korea, number 17.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 11,
South Korea leading now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Number 22,
O'Shea is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Number 13, O'Shea. Number
Well, it's
21,
definitely the right attitude and
Ibrahimovic.
application, Peter. They've
Number
got to keep
15,
pushing.
They're coming again and
Substitution
again.
in progress.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Cruyff. Drop. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? And he welcomes it in. Lovely feet. Pullet. Cantona defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. This is a promising build-up. Knocks it into space. Can he finish? It is a fantastic goal! About as smooth as it gets. What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a...
And pull it! And he's stuck it away! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely
Substitutions
impeccable.
taking place.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Wriggles his way through, engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to... Decent chance! And that's a good finish. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's...
He's having a shot! Goal! Republic of Korea! And yet again, they steal back into the lead. Extraordinary stuff. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well, that's a little loose. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Cruyff.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Davids. A probing pass. Well, that has not gone well. Cruyff. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And that is as far as it goes. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Kuyt taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match.